If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon.
Hello everyone and welcome to my game of Delta Green. We're running on Twitch TV for James Corp. I'll introduce all of our guys that we've got playing tonight. First up, I'll go from how you are on my screen here. Paul. We have Paul Mitchener. Do you want to introduce yourself, Paul?
Okay, so I'm Paul Mitchener. I've been on a couple of these before now, haven't I? So, you know me, I'm Dr. Mitch, or the Tweedmeister on social media. There's a connection to Shane Ivey, because the first thing I ever wrote professionally for RPGs, Shane published.
Oh, yeah, the Wild Talents thing, yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Well, you liked it, you paid me for it.
Right.
It paid for my dental work.
Good.
Okay, we'll go to you next, Guy.
Hi, I'm Guy Milner. I'm at Milner Maths on Twitter, and burnafterrunningrpg.com is my blog about one-shot RPG games.
And Seth.
I'm Seth Skorkowski. I'm an author, and I do a YouTube channel with the highly imaginative name Seth Skorkowski, where I do a lot of just reviews or just overall videos talking about tabletop games.
Pookie.
Hi, I'm Pookie. I'm a reviewer and editor, posting my reviews on Reviews from Rillier and editing books like Zweihander.
And last but not least, Shane.
Yeah, I'm Shane Ivey. I'm one of the authors of Delta Green, the role-playing game, and just pleased to be here. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't often do video, and so whenever I do, I realize that I've always forgotten to rearrange things behind me so it presents a better look for everyone, or at least shows off my own books better. But for now, you get the mess.
Okay, so a few things before we begin. A bit of background from this scenario. I have a Patreon, and I was thinking of things I could do for my patrons. And I've come up with the idea of doing a multi-part mini campaign for various systems. I had an idea for Delta Green, and I decided to create the scenario and run it for my patrons. I've run it 6 times at this point. So it's either going to go amazingly well or amazingly badly. This is part 1, obviously, and it's called Delta Green Black Thumb, and you'll find out why it's called that later on. With regards to general safety, if anyone doesn't feel comfortable with anything that's here, then just message me, mute it, and I'll let you know when we're done. Okay? Okay, should we start?
Sure.
Okay, so let's start with Seth, because you're the first name on my list. Okay, it is Tuesday, October the 1st, 2019. You've finished work, you're at home, and you hear a rantan on your front door.
Oh, I guess I'll just answer the door. We'll kind of peek through the peephole or whatever, see who it is.
Nobody there.
Then answer the door.
You open the door, and a parcel that's been propped up against the door drops into your hallway.
Oh, sweet, my package is here.
It's under the Kickstarter.
I was thinking Amazon, but okay. Do I see like a FedEx truck or anything driving away?
Nope. It's a plain bubble wrapped envelope.
Oh.
And it's bubbly. It's been sealed shut with brown tape. There's no markings on it at all.
Okay. Well, I will carry that in. Probably bring that to the kitchen, pull out a beer and a kitchen knife, and start trying to open this thing up.
Okay. Let's skip to Bill or Pookie. Similar thing with you, Pookie. You've just arrived at home. You hear your doorbell go on your apartment.
Okay.
But it's not like a single ring attack, like a ding, 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 like someone's really trying to get your attention.
I go to the door. I will check the peephole, and then open up the door, look out left and right down the hallway of the apartment, the block.
Okay. Next to your door is a bubble packaged bag, exactly the same as I've just described to Seth.
Okay. I'll pick it up and take it inside and look it over carefully.
Okay, it's been sealed hastily with brown tape. You have a feel there's something hard inside there, and there's clearly paper.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll take it through. I'll take it through to basically the dining room table and put it down and get a knife and carefully open it.
Okay. Let's cut to Mr. Mitchener. There's a knock on your door in your apartment.
Okay, I'll put my cat down, go to the door, stop the cat running out, and yes, again, I'll be looking at the peephole.
Okay, you look through the peephole. It's your friend Laurie who lives
Hey,
downstairs.
Laurie, come on in.
She opens the door, even though she goes, "Oh, hey, honey." She says, "Someone just left this in your mailbox."
Oh, thanks, Laurie.
I thought it was locked.
Yes, so
It was open when I got there.
yeah. Do you want a cup of coffee?
No, I've got stuff to be getting on with, she says.
Okay.
She gives your cat a stroke and says,
Yeah.
let me know if it's anything important.
I will do.
And heads off downstairs.
And then I'll go to the kitchen again, get one of the chef's knives, thinking my father would hate me for this, and start opening the package with a chef's knife.
Okay. Let's move to Shane. Shane, your character's settling into his new apartment. What was that? Your character's
Motorbikes outside his apartment.
He's settling into his new apartment. Everything's still in boxes around the room. You hear a rantan on your door, and you hear someone running off.
All right, I'll. So here's somebody running off. I'll investigate then. Hesitate at the door and then kind of open it and look both ways.
Okay, you look outside. It's early evening, but it is October, so it's dark. You can't hear it. In the distance, you can hear a car driving off, but that's about it. On your doorstep is a bubble wrapped package.
Yeah. Any labels on it?
Nope, nothing at all. Bound together with brown tape.
Yeah. Big enough to be interesting?
Well, yeah, you feel it, and there's something hard inside there, and you can feel paper. And you also get the feeling, this has been coming.
All right. I'm going to put it back down outside and close the door and go call my therapist.
Okay. You call Dr. McBarry.
Yep.
It goes straight to answering machine.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell her, Rachel, Dr. McBarry, please, it's important that you give me a call. I think I've got a crisis coming up here. This is Dr. Kern. I'm sorry to bother you off hours, but this might be serious. I don't know, and then kind of hang up after droning off for a moment.
Okay, you hang up again. It's silent. She doesn't call back.
Yeah. All right. So in that case, I'll take a couple of Xanax and sit there and think about it for a while before going and retrieving the thing and
okay,
seeing what's inside.
Okay, you have a feel of it first. There's something hard inside, and there's also paper. Eventually, you just decide I'm going to open it. So you rip it open. Yep. Guy, your dog starts barking.
Oh, Garth, God.
And he's really not happy about something, and he's sniffing the air, and the way dogs are when they know someone nearby.
Yeah, I'll be, what is it, boy? What is it, boy? Look outside. Is there anything I can see that might be disturbing him?
He goes over and starts scratching the front door and whining and looking at you.
So, well, I'll try and I'll hold him back, maybe give him a little treat, then open the door and see what's the other side.
Okay, you open the door and something just flops into your hallway. It's a bubble wrap paper bag. The dog sniffs it, runs outside and looks, and is sniffing the floor, and then just kind of looks around again and just trots back in.
Nothing to worry about. Right, I'll take it in. I'll try and get Hogarth settled again, and then take it into my office and get the scissors to it and see what's in it. Okay, this is what happens when all of yous open it. Okay, in all the various methods, you open the bag. You reach in, and there's the thing that was hard inside it is an old Motorola analog phone, fully charged. It's one of those ones where you had to flip down the thing to speak. You know, there's a wedge of money, which is it's Canadian dollars, all in used notes, and there is a second bubble wrap envelope with written in it in black Sharpie, "Wait until the phone call."
About how much cash do we have?
2,000 Canadian dollars. Each of yours has that, which is
Like
about
$50 real money.
Yeah, 15 quid.
This isn't like, we know that this isn't like usual FBI operating procedure, is it?
No.
To just send us an unmarked phone.
Not really, no.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna look at the money. How old is it?
It's various years. It's all used. It's all obviously been in circulation. It's non-trackable that way, you see.
Yeah. Is it non-recent though? Is it any of it recent? Any of it sort of last couple of years or?
Yeah, there's a mix of maybe the last 10 years worth.
Right.
And it's in various denominations.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to check the phone.
Okay.
Any numbers?
There's no numbers in it. That's what I'm going to ask. It looks like someone has taken it out the box, charged it up, and it's a typical an American burner phone.
Right.
But it's an old one as well.
My next question: does the phone look like completely unused?
Brand new. Brand new, but old. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Unused. Yeah.
Are there any prints on it or anything using my forensic stuff?
You give it a look. Give me a forensics roll.
Oh yeah. No modifier, just no straight.
A flat forensics roll.
Cool. Yeah, I probably don't have my stuff here. It's like not got my best kit at home, obviously.
To be fair, it looks like it's been wiped clean. There's the telltale kind of marks, and it's got your own fingerprints on it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're all doing this, the phone rings in your hand. Unknown number.
Is it a normal ringtone, or is it some kind of musical thing?
No, it's Mission Impossible. That's not. It's the bog standard one that you get from with like like diddle.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to answer it quickly to shut that up.
Okay. Yeah, you answer it. You all, I take it, going to answer them.
Yeah.
You said wait for the call. There's someone that clearly has a voice changer on their voice on the other end. Someone gone there?
Death.
Let's just give Seth a moment to come back.
Yeah, I think when I answer it, can I just whip out my phone and set it to record?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Just while that's going on, if I remember to.
It's someone's clearly got a voice changer on the end of the phone. It says, it's kind of a weird Darth Vader-y kind of voice that says, "Open the second envelope now."
Fine. Yeah.
Okay. Slide my knife in and cut the top open.
Okay. You open it up and there's some documentation in it. There is a passport, an American passport, a social security card, and a driving license. If they're forgeries, they're the best forgeries you've ever seen in all your years doing law enforcement, those that are in it. And they are you, but with different names.
Well, they're clearly a forgery then, right?
But they're beautiful forgeries. It's like someone, you had a twin. So
And
So-
they're American. It's an American passport and driver's
Yes.
license. Okay.
Yes. The names are on them. Seth, your character's one's called Avery Gardner.
Avery.
Avery, yeah. Guy, yours is Henry Wilson. Dr. Mitch, Tico Takamura.
Right.
Pookie, it's Larry DeLuccio.
Okay.
And Shane, yours is Winston James. Those of you that are doctors, it's Dr. Winston James, Dr. Scotty.
Yeah.
Also-
well, I'm going to kind of, well, go ahead if there's more to come.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Inside is a piece of paper that looks like it's been torn out of a notepad, but it's been typed on using a typewriter. And it has a set of coordinates for Google Maps. They've been literally typed out on a typewriter. Right. The voice on the phone says, bring an overnight bag. Bring any kit you need to do your job. Check out the coordinates. Be there by the 2nd of October, which is tomorrow. You also find in each of the envelopes a set of tickets that will get you from where you are, because it's different for each person, to somewhere in Canada called Prince George. Those people who are in the FBI, give me a criminology roll.
Okay. No modifiers.
No, straight.
Okay.
No.
knowledge.
None of you's passed it.
I
No,
want
just. Oh no. Okay. Failure.
Why are we in the FBI?
Yeah.
The FBI is doing probably people who are rubbish as well. Nobody passed.
Nope.
Oh, I'm
Failed.
disappointed.
Sorry, it's failed bad intelligence. FBI.
Yeah, it's clearly that. Yeah. Yeah, so you've got to get to this place. You said by sometime tomorrow, and it's Prince George. The person who's at the end of the phone says, "No guns or phones, other than this phone," and then they hang up.
Okay. I'm going to look at the passport and see if it has any history to it. Any? Is it brand new?
Brand new, like it's never been used.
Never been used. And I look at it and I go, this is actually not a case of, is this a forgery or is it? Because is this a forgery or is it actually a passport that's been?
To your non-forensically trained eyes, it is a passport.
Right.
It is. If it's a forgery, it's the best one you've ever seen. There's none of the telltale signs. It just looks like your passport with a different name.
Okay.
When you said forensically trained eyes, what's it look like to me? Not that my forensics has been any good so far.
It's the first time for everything.
Yeah.
Give me a forensics roll.
It's the first time for passing a roll. No, that's not now though, is it? Just a passport.
Yeah, it's just a passport.
I mean,
I want to let me look over this phone. I want to see if it looks like the screws have ever been opened, because these old phones wouldn't have GPS, but that means somebody might not have added that to it. Because that was, they're big clunky old. You said they were like it was like a 90s flip phone.
Yeah, they're like 90s phones. Yeah.
So I want to just see if it, because it looks new. So are the screws still perfect? Are there any scratches?
Nope.
And I said I can't bring my gun. Screw that.
It's up to you what you want to do.
so Bud, I've been with the program for 12 months now.
This is the first you've heard of anything.
Yeah, so it's the first time I'm just on so I don't know how they'd normally contact people.
No. You knew you would get a call, as all of yous know. But this is the first you've heard. You thought you'd forgotten about you, but we know they never forget.
Okay.
I'm just trying to scratch my head thinking, did they give any indication?
Okay, I'm going to go online. Basically, I'm going to do a search for that location.
Okay.
But I'll do it basically with an incognito page.
Okay, that's fine. Right, you go to Google Maps, you put it in, and I'll drop it into main chat. It's this coordinate, this sets coordinates.
Oh, that's-
All feel free to look at that, by the way. I'm sure you all are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all clicking on it.
If I do go, what sort of when's the transport leave? How long do I have to do things?
You look at your first ticket,
and
it is a prepaid taxi receipt for an hour's time.
Okay.
Right. So I think I'll drop down. I'll call on Laurie. But basically, sorry, I've got a bit of business. I'm going to have to get you to look after the cats.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for your love, etc., etc.
Okay. I'm just doing a quick search on Prince George, just so, quick information about the city and any particular oddities about it.
Okay. You can Google it if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that stands out is about Prince George is that it's at one end of the Highway of Tears, which is a 450-mile long road where serial killers are known to dump bodies. It's kind of infamous for being part of that route.
So I think I was doing was something similar, but I was looking up news reports on Prince George.
Okay, give me an int ×5 roll.
Okay.
You're gonna have to roll D100 and work it out.
I think I can manage.
Yeah, you are a doctor of mathematics.
Doesn't mean I can see the dice roll. I've made it.
Okay. You find various news reports. I mean, there's too many to kind of go into about various people going missing. A lot of them tend to be a lot of local tribes folk seem to go missing, and the police are very reluctant to start investigating it because if they do, it's a can of worms. Who knows what they're going to find if they start digging it up?
So there's no indication that someone's either been picking on Korean Americans or that they've gone missing after a mysterious phone call.
Not from the kind of quick dive you took there now.
Yeah, people have gone missing with 2,000 Canadian dollars. Sort of
that's next week's news, I think.
I note with interest that Prince George was named the most dangerous city in Canada from 2010 to 2012.
Ties in nicely then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think I do some cursory research, and if I find out the Highway of Tears thing, like for Liam, it kind of all makes sense a bit now. And I'm like, right, I'll get the neighbours to look after Hogarth. I'll get my stuff together and then make my arrangements to set off. I'm not going to bring a gun, and I will not bring a phone. I'll follow those instructions. Actually, I'll just do it because it makes sense. If there's a serial killer link, probably it is. Thing for me to be there.
So that's what you're going to do.
Am I down in Texas at the time?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it a flight getting up there?
Yes, it's various methods of getting there. Rather than detail everyone's journey, it's a stack of tickets that'll get you from there to there. Okay.
About how long do I need before I would have to go to an airport?
In about an hour.
About an hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send a message to my mother, letting her know I'm going to be out of town, and I'll be up in Canada for a few days.
She says I'll contact your work for you and let them know.
Okay.
Because don't forget, it is only a Tuesday. You're meant to be in work tomorrow. Apart from that, Scotty is unemployed at the moment, having just got out of recovery.
Right. All right. So the first thing I want to do is go online and investigate Dr. Winston James and see if there's a family history, a social media history, anything like that.
Give me an in times 5 roll.
All right. That's a
It's a pass.
success.
Okay, you find nothing about a Dr. Winston James.
That's too bad. All right. Well, then I think I'll gather some goods that I've picked up over the last couple of weeks as I've kind of lived and stewed in this weird environment, waiting for a hammer to drop, and knowing that I spent years under surveillance by people that probably didn't have my best interests at heart. So to what extent I can bring is I'll leave up to you, but I have in mind things like tools to avoid being spied on and being detected, things to spot to
Okay.
Surveillance things.
Well, you can bring a miniature toolkit for opening things up. Big roll of tin foil, obviously. I think you should call it aluminum foil, wouldn't you? Not tin foil.
Either one.
Yeah. Extra medication.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a number of bottles to keep you kind of happy. Anything you can think of now, in particular.
Right.
We'll see if we can do it.
So let's see. I've got an extraordinarily high computer science score. So maybe a computer and some gadgets, a good and powerful laptop, and
Okay. Yeah, you can have that.
And then what else? Maybe a bug detector. A little radio thing to sniff out, to squeal if there's a recording.
Okay, give me a luck roll
Sure.
to see if you've got one of those.
Let's see. I forget his luck on the sheet we're using.
No, just roll D100 and say if under 50 you're lucky, over 50 you're not.
Will do. All right. No, that's
You're out of luck. You don't have one of those.
Yeah. All right.
Never
Very
mind.
good.
Okay.
Then I'll all I'll do is write a note for my brother to tell him where if I have a computer that backed up any of the research that got me into so much drama before that I've been clinging to for some self-destructive reason, I'll have a note saying where to find that and to destroy it physically. Okay. And I'll add something cryptic like it's not Rachel's fault. And
Okay.
then just get tired and leave it there and surrender to fate and head out.
I'm going to say, yeah, you do have a backup of it because you're smart and you got paranoid.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
yeah, you will have had a backup.
Right.
Okay. Pookie?
But I might presume I'm due back in work in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'm going to call in and basically say I need to take a days off sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, and then I will just drop an email to my sister Angeline just to say, yeah, I won't be able to make the weekly phone call as promised.
Okay. Everything okay? She says.
Yeah, it's fine. Just busy with work.
Oh, okay. Well, you make sure you're eating properly. She says.
Yeah, I got to be. I'm eating properly. I've got to this retraining regime.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me know if you need anything.
Yeah, will do. Keep an eye on the parents, won't you?
Okay.
Somebody's got to do it.
So regard to what you're taking, what are you taking with you?
Just literally what they're saying. I'm not taking my gun because that would be basically trying to get a gun across the border.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially like a pocket toolkit, that sort of thing. Things that might be useful, but not anything like possibly like a dictaphone or something like that.
Okay.
Anything else I think I can probably pick up. I can pick up in Canada.
Okay. So Seth, what are you taking with you?
Canadian law wouldn't be able to take a pistol, but I want to see about trying to take a shotgun in a case.
We actually did a little bit of research this. When you arrive at the Canadian border, if you're a member of law enforcement or a member of the FBI, you can fill in a form and take firearms through.
Oh, well then, that's what I would like to do.
Okay. Just query, is there a... what's our job put on our passports?
Avery Gorman, is he a law enforcement officer?
Yeah.
No.
Then I would like to bring a hunting shotgun.
Okay. You go into Canada to hunt?
Yeah.
Canadians.
It's moose season, is it? I don't know what.
I think it's always goose season in Canada. I don't really know.
Okay, so you're gonna give me a look roll to see if you've got one that's handy, given that you've got to kind of leave within an hour.
I'm a Texan, sir. Look.
50-50.
Oh, okay. Well, I evidently loaned it to my buddy, so never mind.
Okay.
He also, your buddy also failed his luck roll to own a shotgun. Then
it's in the ether somewhere. Okay, Dr. Mitch.
Yeah.
So, what are your work arrangements going to be?
I'm going to phone in work. I think after my encounter a year ago, I had a bit of a case of the jitters.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's come up again.
Okay. Yeah, they understand, given your history.
Yeah. And then packing things, I'll take let's see, not the pistol, but I'm going incognito over the border. Smartphones can be tracked. I understand that's the reason. I'll probably take something to read. And I think it's one of my mother's maths books.
Okay.
So I can snooze on the journey.
Right up your street, that, isn't it?
Yeah. And I will take my real FBI ID. I'm just going to hide it actually in the bottom of one of my stockings. Okay.
All right, no problem. Okay, so let's montage this bit. I'm not going to role play as getting to Canada, obviously. You, through various methods of flights, trains, taxis, buses, get from where you are over the border and arrive in Prince George. Okay, so let's see who arrives first. I'll roll a D6. Shane, you arrive first.
All right.
You pull up outside this motel. There's a thin layer of snow on the ground. The place the motel looks in complete darkness, apart from the little general office that you can see on the photo. Mm-hmm. Your Uber driver who picked you up helps you out with your bag, that gets out and drives off, and you stood outside the downtown motel in Prince George.
All right. So I'll head to the office. What I can see of it.
Okay, you head over to the office. One thing you've noticed here is that slightly creeps you out. The car park of the motel is full of cars, yet there's not a single light on in any of the motel rooms. You'd expect to at least see one or two, but it's like they're all empty, and the cars have got a layer of snow over the top of them. You head over towards the little office thing, and you see an old woman sitting behind the counter, knitting. And she's got a hair in a bun on the top of her head. She clocks you approaching, looks down onto a desk, and as you approach, before you can say anything, just hands you a key.
All right. Well, I'll kind of stare at her, taken aback for a moment, and then take the key.
It's
Does it have
room
a
102.
number on it?
102. She says, honey, you want to just go through the bar round there? And she points to the door. She says, there'll be someone to come and speak to you soon.
Oh, all right. Thank you then.
She nods and just gets on with the knitting. God knows what she's knitting.
All right. Anybody interesting in the bar?
It's empty.
Okay. Well, I'll go to room 102 then.
Okay, you go into room 102.
Mm-hmm.
You walk past the lady. She kind of looks at you as to say, I've just told you to wait in there, but she doesn't stop you. You go to room 102. You're going to unlock the door?
Yeah.
Okay, you unlock the door. Open up, switch the light on. There's the bed in the middle of the room. It's this, the way you see these, we see at least in the UK, these typical kind of American motels where there's a bed and a pay television and a shower room, that kind of thing.
Sure.
It looks like there's not been anyone staying in here for a while. There's a bit of a layer of dust covering everything. There's something in what looks like a suit on a hook, hooked onto one of the doors, and there's a third envelope which says "Open me after the meeting."
All right. So I'll heave a deep sigh and then take the envelope and put it in my own pocket. And is the suit the right size for me by any chance?
Well, you can't tell. It's zipped up. It's in a suit bag.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll open that up then. I want to see what's in there.
Okay. You open it up and it's the most beautiful like Armani suit that it must have cost a fortune. It looks in your size, and there's a shirt and a tie that goes with it.
All right. Yeah, I'll fine. I'll zip that up and leave it there, and leave my put my bag down, keep the envelope, and I think I'll take my sort of my personal satchel with the computer and the tools and the necessities with me down to the bar with that envelope and the key.
Okay. You head to the bar. It's silent in there. There's not even anyone behind the bar, although all the lights are on that you would expect to see. You kind of go and find yourself a corner and sit there and wondering what's going to happen. Let's cut to Guy. Guy, you get dropped off nearby on a Greyhound bus, or the Canadian equivalent of a Greyhound bus, and you eventually make your way around and get trudging through the thin layer of snow. It's quite cold, and you find the motel. You can see that the reception has a light on, but you can't see any more than that.
Yeah, just head in. I presume I noticed the car park and stuff.
You see the car park's full. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll go and go reception.
But we're not talking full. We're talking overloaded full. You know the way people would use to fill a car park to stop people parking in there? Yeah. It's filled like that. It's not filled like there's someone in each parking space. It's done as in there's like end to end.
Like a car showroom kind of thing. Like you couldn't drive out if you were in the middle of it. Right. Yeah. Well, I'll go reception. See, this is unusual, but
okay. As you head to reception, you see the same old lady that Shane saw. She sees you coming, looks down at something on a desk, and as you approach, just thrusts the key out to you.
Good afternoon.
Good evening, honey.
This is my room.
Says, just go and wait in the bar. There'll be someone here soon.
Okay. Cool. I'll head over to the bar.
Okay. You head over to the bar. You walk in. You see another guy sitting there. Do you two want to describe each other to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. So sitting at a table, he's probably about late 40s, maybe early 50s, but looks older, just kind of lined and rough, scruffy white hair, and kind of a nervous look to the eyes. White academic type looking in a suit that's not all that well cared for, without a tie because I've been traveling.
Clutching a bag.
Yeah, with a laptop on the table, poking around in things. So kind of look up over the laptop through the glasses, expectantly, like waiting for something bad to happen.
Okay, you see a guy coming in. Literally a guy coming in. Do you want to describe your character, Guy?
Yeah, so late 30s, white, quite tall, well-built, shaved head, a impressively waxed handlebar mustache that is like the most cared for part of his whole appearance. I think he's just in like a tracksuit. He's got like his stuff is in, I think probably just a really cheap roller suitcase kind of thing behind him. And walk in. I think I'll probably walk up to you and say, hi, Dr. Henry Wilson, and just give a deliberate pause and kind of hold out my hand to shake yours.
Reach out and take the hand and say, Dr. Winston James, have a seat, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess there's more people to wait for.
You know more than I do.
Well, neither of us know much, so there must be someone else around here who knows what's going on. But yeah, pull up a chair, sit down.
Okay, let's cut to Dr. Mitch. Dr. Mitch, you pull up in a taxi outside.
Yeah.
You see the motel, sorry, exactly as described. You see there's various footprints through the snow going in there. You get out and you can see the reception's got a light on.
Yeah, okay, I'll go to the reception.
Okay, as with the others, you spot that the cars, it's like an overloaded car park.
How many footprints?
In the car park, none.
But around...
leading in and out, there looks to be 2 or 3 sets.
Mm-hmm.
You head into the reception. You see a little old lady behind the counter. She sees you, looks at the desk, and just thrusts the key out to you.
Oh, that's how very efficient.
Room number 103. Yours is 104, Guy.
Oh, yeah.
She says, just go through to the bar, honey. There'll be someone here soon.
I'll do as she suggests.
Okay, you head to the bar, and you see exactly what was just been described. And do you want to describe yourself?
Sure. So, short, thin Asian American, about 5 foot tall. She's in, I suppose what you'd say would be sensible business attire.
A blouse kind of thing,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Hey, come in, take a seat.
Why not?
Don't expect us to know any more than you.
That's a pity. That's a pity. I'm here to listen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cut to the other two.
I think on the by the way, Bud, I think on the computer, what I'll spend my time doing is trying to kind of sniff around for ways to do illicit things securely here. Servers to hook up with and things like that.
Well, there is free Wi-Fi according to the sign outside. So there is Wi-Fi. Your computer's torn up to death as well.
Mm-hmm.
You are heavily encrypted VPN don't take any chances.
But that's sort of the gist of what I'm doing, is looking
Yeah.
for sort of look at making preparations on the assumption that this weird intelligence type agency is going to want me to do some weird intelligence type work.
Okay. Let's cut to both Pookie and Seth. Both of your cabs arrive at the same time outside this motel. You just both get out, kind of see each other.
Well, real fast, one thing. While I was going through the airport juggle, or at least once I arrived in Canada, I want to buy a new burner phone.
It's the evening when you arrived. Give me a luck roll to see if there's a shop open for you to be able to do it.
If you're going to make me roll, I'm going to fail.
Well, them's the breaks.
Well, I failed.
No, you just arrived just that bit too late, just as they were turning the sign over on the door.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
probably had to come through some really crummy local airport that doesn't bother to stay open past 7 p.m.
I landed in a field somewhere. Okay, well, that's just still on my to-do list. Buy a Canadian burner phone, but I guess I will go to the hotel.
Okay, you see another guy get out of a cab. Again, with a bag like you. Do you want to describe yourself to each other?
I am I'm kind of a light-skinned African-American man with a huge black cowboy hat and a Texas Rangers team kind of gym bag in his hand.
Okay. I'm basically a trim, sort of like muscular Italian American man, early 20s. Looks like he's dressed for the weather. He is clutching a number of newspapers under his arm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just kind of tip my hat, and so it's obvious that we're both at this hotel, and the parking lot's all full of cars.
Yeah, that's all obvious. You both kind of stop and look at each other, and something just clicks between you that you're here for the same thing.
I look the cars over. How old are they?
Various years. Nothing within the last couple of years.
License plates, are they all local or?
Yeah, they're all Canadian license plates.
Okay. You
one thing you notice now that you've actually given it a proper look, underneath the cars, you know the way when a car's sat there a while and there's like muck gathers underneath them and leaves. That's kind of what it's like. It's like they've been here a long time, these cars. Now, they haven't moved in a long time. A few of them have got flat tires.
Oh.
It's almost like someone has purposely blocked it out so no one can stay there. They would pull up and see, oh, it's full. Again, like the others, you see none of the motel rooms have lights in them.
I wouldn't surprise me if this place had been used for this purpose before.
I just assume all this is just Canada.
Well, it may well be just a bit too far north to be beyond your remit.
I'm so all the lights are off except for the lobby area.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I'm at least gonna scan back, see if there's anyone like on the street or anything like that in any cars. But I'm going to try to be as subtle as I can about seeing if anybody's watching me.
Okay, give me a... Give me a search roll.
No.
That's
no.
You've got form here, haven't you?
It's got to be the hat.
You look around, and it is busy, and all the local bars seem to have people in them, and you don't know why. You can't really put your finger on why, but it seems to be busier than you would expect it, given that this is a small town.
Huh.
You don't really know why, though.
Okay.
You decide eventually, I assume, to head to the reception because that's kind of where you're going.
Yeah.
As you approach, you see behind the counter an elderly lady knitting, but on her head. She sees the boat has arrived, looks down, and as you come over, she just puts out 2 keys and hands them to you and says, "Just go through there, honeys. There'll be someone there to speak to you soon."
Thanks. Sounds like you've done this before.
Thank you, ma'am.
She just smiles at you. Yours is 105, Seth. Sorry, Pookie, yours is 105. Seth's is 101.
Okay. Yeah.
And these are actual keys, not like cards or anything.
Yes, they're actual keys with tags on them.
Okay.
How old is this building?
I mean, the design looks the 90s, maybe.
Okay.
Without digging into property records, it's kind of difficult to tell.
Yeah, no, just gauging sort of like the general age of the building rather than anything specific. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So basically, what I'll have under my arm as I go through is a copy of the Prince George Citizen, which is the town's or city's daily newspaper, as well as copies of the National Post and the Globe and Mail, which are sort of like bigger, more national newspapers. So basically, potential research just to start with.
Okay. So you're in the lobby. Where you going?
Well, shall we go wait in the bar?
Follow her instructions. She told us to wait in here.
Okay. You head over towards the bar area, although there's no clinking of glasses or anything like that. You go in, and there's 3 more people sat there waiting, like you seem to be. The descriptions are exactly how you've all described to each other. Okay. You 2 walk in.
Howdy.
Evening.
Take a seat. Have you got all the answers? Are you the briefing?
You guys here for the Motorola convention?
That's the one. That's the one.
I
came from the bubble wrap convention.
Is the bar open?
There's no one behind the bar.
Are there things behind the bar? Are there bottles or anything?
Yeah, they're all full.
Okay. Is there a bell? I'm just gonna inspect the bar area, kind of look around, see if I can locate somebody to get me my post-flight drink on.
You ring the bell. Nobody there. In fact, you look behind the bar, and the doors that come from behind the bar to the bar look to be locked with padlocks on them and slightly cobwebby.
Huh.
Is there someone still at reception?
Yeah, there's the little old lady.
Huh.
Do we have access to the liquor or not? I'm a little
you could literally walk behind the bar and get a drink, and there'd be no one to stop you.
Right. All right.
Yeah, I'm not going to walk into Canada and start stealing booze.
Can we go around and get the character names as they were introduced?
Yeah,
to each other again. I'm Dr. Winston James.
Are we using our cover IDs or just
whatever
without breaking the thing?
Whatever you want to use, it's entirely up to you.
We're not obliged, I suppose.
I'll introduce myself now that I know that everyone's kind of here for the same thing. I'll leave with a pause and say so Dr. Liam Berkowitz.
Larry DeLucci.
DeLuccio.
DeLuccio. Sorry.
I'm Avery Garner.
Kiko Takamura.
Just waiting to see what Shane does.
Dr. Winston James. Sorry.
So some of you have given your actual names, some of you haven't. That's interesting. Okay, while you're sitting introducing yourself, you notice someone come in and into reception, and it's a pizza delivery guy. He walks through to the bar, sees you, comes over, just drops a pizza on the desk for you, and just stands there waiting.
Okay. I'll pull out a $10 Canadian bill.
It's like Disney money.
Yeah.
It's not in an envelope, is it? We all just crack it.
Yeah.
How much of this? How much of this?
Yeah, it'd be one of those hundreds.
Yeah.
That seems fine for a tip, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you pay the guy, and it's a pizza for you to eat. It smells great, actually. As you look at the pizza, he's all kind of.
I'm wondering
what
whether
to
or not.
do.
Well, basically, look under the box of the pizza, just check, and just wondering. Open the lid. Is there anything on the inside of the lid?
No,
Or is there anything under the pizza just in case?
No, it's a pizza.
Okay.
Is the pizza cut in some strange pattern? That
Yeah, it's an elder sign.
need to pay attention to?
Sorry, is that tree or star?
It'd be the star, wouldn't it? It's got nice straight lines.
Yeah.
Oh, a bit.
I'm halfway through the first slice, I think.
All right, Zab.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and start.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna fly me all the way up to Canada to poison me. That's the most elaborately stupid plan ever.
Okay,
Some
you,
eccentric millionaire who's invited through the Canada to give us pizza. 'Cause it's their opinion that Prince George has the best pizza in the world.
there's actually a pizzeria in Prince George called the Batula Burning. I don't even know what that is. When I was looking for my research for it, it's a weird pizzeria name. I don't even know what Batula is.
Is that what this came from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Batula Burning Pizzeria. Okay, the woman from behind the desk in the reception comes out, locks the door, and then comes through. She says, she pulls up a stool and she says, "Oh, thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. I need to give you this." And she gives you all an envelope.
Each of us, or just one?
Each of you's a single envelope.
Okay.
And she has a slice of pizza and starts eating it.
Okay.
Okay. Open the envelope and read.
Okay. In the envelope is a ticket to a convention. The Prince George K-pop gaming and cosplay convention.
Okay.
Okay. On each of your tickets, there are various boxes ticked. She says, "I don't know anything about what's going on there. I was just told to give them to you. My next instructions are you're to go to your room, check out what's in the room. You're free to mingle, but only mingle with each other, and you're to be there at the time it says on the ticket. Don't ask me anything else," she says.
What time does the ticket say?
It starts at 8 a.m.
Wow, what a fun treasure hunt we've been given, isn't it? Isn't it fun, everyone?
The old lady just shrugs. It is what it is.
Not your first time, then.
Don't know what you're talking about, honey, she says. She grabs a second slice of pizza, stacks on top of the other one, and she says, "So I'm going to go now. So you go to your rooms and feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Be ready for 8 o'clock in the morning. You'll know when."
Huh. I'm going to ask her about the bar.
"Help yourself," she says.
That's all he had to say. And it was, you said there were events on this, or is it just for the convention tomorrow, the ticket?
It's a ticket for the convention. It's as a celebration of K-pop, gaming, and cosplay.
Okay.
What were the things ticked on it, you said?
There's a box ticked on it with a G. And it's been hand-ticked. G.
Okay. Probably like general admission, I'm assuming.
Hmm.
As
Here's
the
hoping.
lady said, she doesn't know anything about it. She's just been
Okay.
told to give it to you.
Anybody know what K-pop is?
Well, I think
Yeah,
it's
I'm sure I know, but yeah. So I'll say it's Korean pop music.
Okay.
You don't like it one bit, Shane.
Oh
It's
yeah,
too
no, that
bassy.
was
It's too bassy and
that,
drummy for you.
right, yeah.
Yeah,
That probably didn't come across in my voice, but that would have been said with a
Shaky
great
kind
deal
of.
of disgust.
I'll be Avery. Could you? That I'll go. I don't know about you, but I'm going to need a beer in case I find a costume in my room and we have to dress up for tomorrow. I don't want to face that without some liquor in me.
that sounds like a plan. I'm gonna at least probably get myself a Canadian whiskey and Coke, and
Canadian whiskey.
yeah, Crown
Really
Royal,
good.
dice bag of gaming.
We've been spoiled in
gr-
the UK, really. So
Is our greeter still here? Or
Uh,
did she go on her way?
she's gone. She went
Right.
over, unlocked the door, left the key in the back of the door, and has left.
Well, so I'll look around at the rest of you and say, any of you know what the hell we're doing here?
Going to a convention. That's about it.
You
listening to K-pop.
now
Don't stereotype me because of my appearance.
I'm kind of got to like find out like basic questions like, so all of you get a phone and all of you just basically like tickets to get here. I was sort of just verifying that information with them.
Yeah, I did. I'm sure everyone else did. I'm sure everyone else did.
Okay.
Would make sense.
I'm gonna so I got my phone. I don't know what my own phone number is, but I would like to see if we can get that, and I'd like to see if I can get everybody else's Motorola phone number into my phone.
How'd you do that? If you don't know your number?
Well, pretty sure I would.
Does the phone work at the front desk of the hotel?
You head over to the front desk. This is, for all intents and purposes, a show front desk. There's nothing behind there. The phone is dead when you pick it up. It's like a movie set almost.
Right. All right. And there's nothing in the settings of these old phones that has the account number or the phone number attached to it. The what do you call it? The SIM card. Any SIM card information?
Give me a luck roll to see if you're lucky enough to get one of the ones that do.
All right.
Thank you for not asking me to do that.
No, that's a failure.
No, it's one of those models where you don't get that. It's a burner phone. It's all self-contained.
I'll get a beer, then head up to my room and see what costume or hopefully normal dress I have to wear for tomorrow.
Okay, you go behind the bar and pop a Budweiser. These are years out of date. You're not bothered. Just drink it. Yeah. Okay, you drink. It doesn't taste fantastic, to be fair. Although the whiskey looks like it'd be great.
Yeah, I might move on to that. I'll take a little nip of whiskey and then head up to my room and see what I've got to.
You head to your room. You arrive there. You notice that, the creepy thing about this place: no footsteps anywhere. There's the thin layer of snow. It's coming down a little bit thicker now. You get to your room. You pop your key in. Open the door. There's another envelope on the bed, which says "Do not open till after the meeting." And then there's a suit bag hooked onto one of the doors.
Yeah, look in the suit bag first, I think, and then check the envelope.
Okay, as I described to Shane, it's a beautiful handmade Armani suit. This has cost someone a lot of money. Okay, you take it out the bag, and you're looking at it, and you feel something in the pocket.
Yeah, go in. What is it? Like,
It's a set of sunglasses, like aviators, and also is, you know, the little earpiece that like kind of bodyguards wear.
security, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them, but it's just a wire trailing after nothing with an earbud thing that goes in to give the look maybe of someone who does that job.
Disguise. Very good. Right, I'll look in the envelope now.
It's another $500 in Canadian cash in used notes.
That's handy because we had to pay for the pizza before, didn't we? So
$2 each.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'll also go to my room.
Exactly the same as I've described for Guy.
Okay. Okay, I will look at the labels in the suit.
They are Armani suits.
Okay. Look at the suit. Can I ascertain how old the style is? I mean, you know, is it a relatively new suit, old suit?
It's a relatively modern, last couple of years. You would. I mean, you're the person who wears a suit for your job.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can tell that this is people have spent money on this, and it looks perfect fit as well. You're looking at it thinking, I'd have bought that for myself.
Right. Look it out, but basically, try it on.
Okay, you strip down, try it on. It is a perfectly beautiful fit. The cut's perfect on it. It's been designed so that if you had a gun, it would conceal it. Again, as you put on, you feel the sunglasses, there's aviator sunglasses, and a little earbud with a wire that goes into your ear, but trails off to just a wire.
Okay. Right. Okay, check the envelope.
$500 in Canadian cash.
Okay. See, is anything else of note in the room?
No, it's a motel. Slight layer of dust over everything.
Check the attached bathroom.
It's just a shower and bathroom.
Right. Towels, soap.
Everything you'd expect.
But just slightly layer of...
Yeah, like it's not been cleaned in a while. It's been cleaned and then just left.
Yeah. Okay.
I love seeing how puzzled you all look.
I'm just going to turn in, I think, now. It's just,
okay.
Everything got a thing for tomorrow. Just going to...
What time of night is it?
This time it's about 8 or 9 p.m. maybe. It's been a long day, obviously, because you've been traveling, you know, throughout the night to get here.
Okay. Right. Okay. Is there anything? I've got this ticket for this event. Is there anything different to it than I've heard from anybody else? It just
looks the same.
Okay.
Except it's got the G ticked on it. And now that you actually, you know, you think the tickets were in numerical order, like someone bought 5 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you others going to do?
Well, yeah, same thing. Check the suit. I'm also gonna inspect my room once I get a load. Like, check the phone, see if it's got anything. Look over the clock. I'm looking for any sort of device or anything. Check the smoke alarm. Like, I just want to like once I get in there, I want to search the hell out of this place.
Okay, the phone works. The clock works as it normally would. The smoke alarm looks like the battery's run out on it. Give me a search roll.
Oh, you just want to watch me fail again?
Of course.
Oh, no, too bad.
3 cheers for Seth. He's done a roll. Okay, and you don't find anything.
The only successful roll of the evening.
Guaranteed, because there was nothing to find, evidently.
You don't find anything. Seems like a perfectly normal motel room.
Okay.
So
I'm going to try to use the room phone to see if I can identify the phone that I have in my hand. Like when, you know, calling the room phone number, does it have a little readout that says?
Yeah, I'll allow you to do that. It gives you a phone number.
Yeah. All right. So I'll commit that to memory then, and then I think I'm going to head back down to the bar and continue the work I was already doing. And
Okay.
if anyone else from the team is there, then I'll update them on the phone situation. Maybe we can sort of do a round robin with the phones to get all of our numbers straightened out.
Who is there? Because it's only Tico / Ava who hasn't said what she's doing yet.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going to my room. I'm taking a shower
Okay.
and then going back to the bar.
Okay. Yeah. You eventually do all that. You discover what they've discovered. You know,
Yeah.
the envelope, the suit. Again, it's a beautiful suit. Obviously been designed for you. It's like someone took your measurements and made it.
In the night.
Even for Delta Green, that's creepy. Okay, you head back to the bar and Dr. Winston James is sat there on his laptop, kind of looks nervously over it to you.
Yeah.
As you come in and sit down.
Wait, Winston.
Oh, we were asking about the telephones. So here's mine. I'll jot it down on a napkin and
I'll
pass it over
call you
to
so you've got my number.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got my number.
Yeah.
And also
when I
check
hear
phone's working.
Yeah, I mean, when I hear the sound of the phone numbers, I'll step out. Because
Okay.
Because
Well,
obviously,
I'll let you do that. I'll let you do that.
Because the thing is, it might be okay if somebody else's phone's ringing. Why isn't mine ringing? Because that seems to be. And I come out and I'm still wearing this suit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You head to the bar and you can see that that Tico and Dr. James are exchanging phone numbers from their phones.
Oh, good idea. I thought there might be another phone call for us.
No, not yes. Anyway,
Okay.
I don't know.
Everybody get at the rate this is going. Everybody get a suit like this.
Yep.
He cuts a very dashing figure in that suit.
Yeah.
Your picture, by the way, Pookie, is an Armani model in a suit.
Right.
So that's what you look like.
Okay. Yeah, I really did. I mean, basically, it's I've got the figure for the suit, and the suit is figured to me.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's the best suit you've ever owned. Well, you haven't owned it, but it's the best suit you've ever worn.
Well,
okay.
I don't know what's going to happen tonight. Happen tomorrow, but I sure as hell want to keep the suit.
As if you're going to be alive.
Yeah.
Okay. Scotty, you're doing a bit of investigating, and you pick up various Bluetooth signals passing. But it just seems like just people. There's nothing that you've seen that you would consider untoward or suspicious, and it does kind of settle you a bit. The Wi-Fi in this place just seems to be just basic Wi-Fi. You can't find anything in the slightest bit dodgy about it. It just seems like normal Wi-Fi.
My question for everyone here is this your first job for, well, our current employers?
Good call at that. Is this a job?
Is it even a job? Yeah. Training.
Do you get paid? Well, yeah, you got $2,500 Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, like I said, I'm this whole thing is baffling.
Yeah, I mean, why did they get? I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's my first job, so I can't say what the normal way they'd get in touch was. But this does not feel like the normal way they'd get in touch.
Depends how careful they're being, though, really, doesn't it?
Right now, I'm unscrewing vents and peering inside of them. Like I'm still searching.
Okay, you still don't find anything.
Well, no, I'm just like that was pretty much the same search.
Right. So we will we will montage this, but eventually, you know, exhaustion takes over. You head to your rooms, you go to sleep, and that's where we will end part 1. Okay, so we'll have a little 10-minute break, go and get a drink, whatever you need to do, and we'll come back and we'll carry on with part 2.